Well, the NBA action, LeBron James is back, but is that a good thing for the LA Lakers? Not so far, Greg Jennings, it's not. I know you want to get the big fella back because he's all world, and he did have 19 points in 30 minutes, but they did not look great against Chicago. They are sitting in the 9th spot right now, but one could make the argument that without LeBron James, and of course Anthony Davis staying on the court, all the other guys just played better. Because sometimes you do have this issue with LeBron James, and this part's not his fault, where guys stay and watch him play. Oh, LeBron's got the ball, I'm good. Oh, LeBron's got the rock, you know he's going to shoot it, right? I know it's one game here, but you wonder if LeBron playing 30 minutes like he couldn't even stop Pat Beverly, who then mocks him right there. Remember when Pat Beverly were averaging 6 points a game, buddy? That being the case, it's going to take a couple games for the Lakers to now get everybody on the same page and get everybody comfortable. But I think getting him back before April, meaning if he plays in these final 7-8 games, and no guarantee he wakes up today and his foot feels good, but if it does, I do think you got a problem in a good way for the Lakers.
Of course you have a problem in a good way. This is the championship caliber team. I keep saying it. How many times do I need to say it?
Well, you're not right. It's not championship caliber.
It is.
It's playing caliber. Let's just get that untwisted, yeah?
If they're all healthy.
Yeah.
No one cares playing or not. As long as you have a chance and you get in.
But they're not championship caliber.
They are championship caliber.
They won a title 3 years ago.
Don't start with that.
Don't start
Here's the deal.
What happened?
They did. This is you mentioned something, and it matters. Like LeBron James coming back changes the dynamic of how you play as the others, because we saw Reeves being extremely aggressive offensively. We saw all these guys playing a different style of basketball because they were asked to play a different role of basketball. And now LeBron James is back. He controls the pace of the game. He has the ball in the hand a lot more. And to your point, other guys are now asked to just be what you're needing to be when LeBron James is on the court. I don't think that's the way they win.
No, they're not going to win with LeBron James dominating the ball. They're just not.
Absolutely not.
Now, I give LeBron credit. I mean, you're watching some of the highlights here. He played really, really well for a guy that has not played in, about a month, right?
Roughly,
he was physical. He was aggressive. He got to the rack.
He looked
had
fresh.
A couple nice turnaround J's. His legs were fresh.
Yep.
All good. Listen, my point has always been with the Lakers that LeBron had to come back by that last first week in April.
Yes.
Final 5 games. Because he's played enough basketball, God knows, that a 5-game little experiment, I think the Lakers would be good with. You may get more out of that now. You might get 8 games out of LeBron James. And I do think once they all figure each other out, and at this level, it shouldn't take more than 8 games to everybody get comfortable. If they get comfortable and his foot is not a problem, and there's a lot of other ifs to that team, if Anthony Davis is healthy, if D'Angelo Russell and the other guys make their threes, then they are a problem for everybody out west. I will give you that. I'm just not sold on it yet because we have yet to see that entire roster healthy and on the court at the same time. That being said, they're back in 9, Cody.
They are.
So you're on the inside now.
They are.
You're part of the cool kids.
Part of the cool kids.
Yeah.
Another game against the Bulls coming up. They got the Rockets coming up. They got the Timberwolves coming up. They got an easy schedule.
Why not? That's not easy.
It's easy enough compared to everything else.
Minnesota's a problem now for people.
The Bulls have been playing good
Towns
basketball.
is back. Edwards is back. Yep. Minnesota's a problem now. Don't count out the hometown team right there. That being said, it's going to be in, out, in, out, in, out.
Like
That's how it's gonna go.
These last few games, I mean, they lost to the Rockets, the game that they shouldn't have a week or so ago.
Yes,
it's true.
Yes.
Other than that Rocket game, every team is a playoff or play-in caliber team. The Jazz are in it right now.
They're right there.
They're right
there, but they're not as good as the Lakers. They've been playing out of their minds, and you've said that multiple times.
You're overselling the Lakers to date. It may prove out that the Lakers shine and the cream rises to the top.
And they will.
But the Utah Jazz right now, They're just as good as the Lakers.
Stop it. Stop it.
Do you guys watch basketball?
You always take it a step too far.
You
always take it a step too far. Like the Utah Jazz is not as good as the Lakers. Stop it. If the Utah Jazz made the play-in, no one thinks that they'll win. If they were in the playoffs and they won in the play-in game, and they got into the series, 7-game series with whomever,
they would lose.
Yes. We don't feel that way about the Lakers.
No, but here's the Lakers haven't solidified the spot yet. Right?
They haven't been
The
healthy.
Lakers play the Jazz. Put that back up again. They play the Jazz 2 more times.
Yes, they do.
If the Jazz beat them, guess what, boys? Your Lakers are home. They're in Cabo. They're drinking pina coladas. Going, it would have been good if we actually, played better basketball. That's what would happen. And speaking of Cabo, stop putting Katse and Zool in every single room. I thought it was free.
Oh, why would you think that was free?
So I went to Cabo once years ago.
Yeah.
And Azul is that tequila
with
that
the
comes
bell.
in the blue and white
There's
ceramic
no way
bottle.
you thought it was free.
Oh, hold on just 1 second, sir, if I may.
Okay.
They got a little mini bottle in every room. I'm like, it's so nice of them. Expensive tequila and all, right? So I open it up, I take a couple shots, I leave it in the room. The next day, they replace the open bottle with a new bottle. That's the best room service I've ever had. I drink a little bit of that. When I left Cabo after 5 days, I had a $2,800 tequila bill.
Good Lord!
Yeah. Oh, I protested it all right.
Oh, how did that go?
I did. I lost.
Exactly.
In any event, that's the Lakers. And speaking of losing, let's go to Dallas, where the single biggest team killer in NBA history is working his evil magic. That, of course, I don't even need to see the highlights. Oh, Luka made a shot. No, he didn't. He had 40 points, so what? He got kicked out of the game. This is like an amazing acrobatic miss by Kyrie right there. But that's what it was. He's like in Cirque du Soleil, the Michael Jackson show in Vegas. In any event, look, what is he doing? He's killing another franchise. Like the Charlotte Hornets, you can't name 3 guys that play 20-plus minutes a game for Charlotte. But they still found a way to beat the Mavericks back-to-back, knocking the Dallas Mavericks out of the play-in. This is a team that was a lock to be in the play-in. Worst case scenario, they acquire Kyrie Irving, and which direction have they gone? South. They're now sitting there with the Utah Jazz on the outside looking in, and all of a sudden, Luke Dončić has learned what, if I may, Jason Tatum learned, Jaylen Brown learned, Marcus Smart learned, LeBron James learned, James Harden learned, and a young man named Kevin Durant learned. That dude is the fun police. Yeah. He takes all the fun out of playing basketball. Yeah, remember the good old days when the Mavericks made it to a Western Conference final?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the good old days, like 9 months ago. And then they got Kyrie. And listen, I'm going to make a statement right now that'll come back and haunt me on like Freezing Cold Takes or other shows here. I don't know. After this season, Kyrie Irving will no longer be an NBA basketball player. He's done.
Think that?
There's not a single team in basketball that will make an offer for Kyrie Irving because every team in basketball now knows that as great a player as he is, and I've said it on this show a million times,
Yes, you have.
I believe talent alone, he's one of the 25 greatest players to ever play basketball in the NBA or anywhere else on this planet. It's a wrap. When the Dallas Mavericks do not get into the playoffs this year, and Luka Dončić's like, yo, Mark Cuban, what's up? I'm going to ask to be traded. Because that's what players do in the NBA. They will make the decision that Kyrie's got to go. They don't have him under contract anyway beyond this year.
Exactly.
And you cannot name a single team, and don't tell me the Lakers, that is going to sign Kyrie Irving. His career ends at the end of this year. We will no longer see Kyrie in the NBA. Yeah.
I don't even know if I need to disagree with this.
Well, we can wait till it happens, and maybe we'll invite you back.
We will see Kyrie Irving. Like, all of what you talk about, yes, has he been, like, the common denominator when it comes to teams not panning out and having the success that we all thought that they would on these different teams, whether it be Boston, all the teams that you mentioned. Yes, but because of what he's been. Did you just see the highlight we showed of Kyrie Irving? The acrobatic layup miss.
Yeah.
That's what keeps him on the court.
Not anymore.
It will, because we are so in awe of the skill set of Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
It's someone is going to take a chance
It's a wrap.
because they believe that the small details that matter when you look at guys like Russell Westbrook, whose offensive game has taken a hit in his later years, these past few years, but all the intangibles, all the little details, the leadership, the hustle, what he does and provides in a locker room, he is not a minimizer of what you're trying to do. He maximizes. It just doesn't look like that offensively.
Yeah.
We don't love that. But Kyrie, what we do love is when a guy can put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
And Kyrie can do it better than anyone.
Kyrie Irving will be playing in China next year, and he'll try to live up to the standard set by Stephon Marbury. That's where Kyrie Irving is going. His NBA career ends at the end of the season, and I get no joy out of that because I'm a big fan of his as a
I know you
player.
are. Yeah,
The problem is that he's I know we use this word a lot, but when you say it, for some reason you have to whisper it. He's a cancer.
But to be fair, I mean,
He is. He's a cancer.
Can I
mean,
pick what?
Pick a different disease. I don't care. That's what he is. He's lupus. I mean, what do you want me to tell you?
Nothing.
All right. He's the measles. All right. I don't care what disease you want to pick.
Okay.
You want to go leprosy, Cody? Feel
Yeah,
free.
why not? Why not
go
leprosy? Okay.
That's what he is.
Okay, you're a Knicks fan and you love his game.
Yes.
Would you be happy if he came to the Knicks?
Up until this year, yeah, I would have taken Kyrie. I would have given up everybody to get him too. I'll give you Jalen Brunson. Not anymore.
Really?
All this guy does is he's like the COVID of the NBA. Yeah, for a guy that didn't want to get vaccinated, now you know why. All he wants to do is get into a team, inject himself into the bloodstream of that team, and kill that team. Wow. That's what he does. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.